When I came out to put my homily here, I really was amazed and impressed by the enclosure that the soloist has. I said to Chris, is it bulletproof? And I was thinking, I'll recommend to Father Healy that once the pandemic is over, that to stuff it with stuffed animals so the children can have it. Every morning since the coronavirus pandemic began, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo gives a media briefing on the crisis in his state. New York, followed by neighboring New Jersey, has been the region hardest hit by COVID-19. Given the devastating impact of the virus on his state, Governor Cuomo's briefing has been televised nationally every day. At his April 24th briefing, just before taking questions from reporters, the governor concluded the day's briefing by reading a letter he received from a retired farmer from Kansas. "Dear Mr. Cuomo," began the letter, handwritten on a sheet of yellow notepad paper. Quote, "I seriously doubt that you will ever read this letter, as I know you are busy beyond belief with the disaster that has befallen our country. We are a nation in crisis. Of that, there is no doubt. I'm a retired farmer hunkered down in northeast Kansas with my wife, who has but one lung and occasional problems with her remaining lung. She also has diabetes. We are in our 70s now, and frankly, I am afraid for her. Enclosed, find a solitary N95 mask left over from my farming days. It has never been used. If you could, would you please give this mask to a nurse or doctor in your state? I have kept 4 masks for my immediate family. Please keep on doing what you do so well, which is to lead. Sincerely, Dennis and Sharon Runke." A visibly moved Governor Cuomo said as he held the mask, quote, "A farmer in northeast Kansas. His wife has 1 lung and diabetes. He has 5 masks. He sends 1 mask to New York for a doctor or nurse, keeps 4 masks. You want to talk about a snapshot of humanity? How beautiful is that? I mean, how selfless is that? How giving is that? It's that love, that courage, that generosity of spirit that makes this country so beautiful and makes Americans so beautiful. That generosity of spirit that, for me, makes up for all the ugliness that you see." As expected, the New York media immediately tracked down Mr. Runke at his home in Kansas. All he would say was that given the need, he would have, quote, "felt terrible if he had thrown the mask away. It made me feel pretty good to send it on to somebody who might be able to use it," he said. A simple face mask given to protect a doctor or nurse in a place far away but close to the heart mirrors the love that Jesus speaks of in today's gospel. Generosity of heart and compassion of spirit that is prophetic, a sign to all the world that God is alive and well, that he is indeed in our midst, even in the darkest of times, especially in the darkest of times. To receive the prophet's reward is to seek every opportunity to use every talent with which we have been blessed, to devote every resource at our disposal, to make the love of God a living reality in every life we touch. The gospel cup of water can be as simple and ordinary as a face mask, but every kindness we offer, when given in the spirit of God's compassion and mercy, is a prophetic act of God's presence in our midst.